What if I could show you how to use these to target your vacant properties and tired landlords, doing it all yourself on a very, very low budget? Stand by. Let's get it. Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. So what I want to show you is another powerful tool that can be used with my Dealulator or aka prop stream. And that's using the postcard feature and how you can use it when you're driving for dollars and you want to contact a particular owner, or you may just be searching on Zillow for properties that are for rent or for sale, but I recommend targeting properties that are for rent in the hopes of that you're reaching a very tired landlord. And so you would send them a postcard with a picture of their property. So, you get their attention. Now, mail to flip is the option when you're trying to send more than 100 or more mailers at a time. You may be targeting an absentee list, or you may have 300 or 400 vacant houses that you may target from driving from dollars or a list or whatever. So that's when I recommend mail to flip. But if you're sending anything less than 100, you may be sending 5 one day, 10 another day, 15 another day, and so on. So, and it will only cost you 64 cents for the smaller postcard, which we'll get into, and 74 cents for the larger. So only thing you have to do is just set it up, click send, pay for it, and boom, it's sent out for you. So I'm going to get into all of that. So there are a lot of things you can do with it, but I'm just going to give you an idea, because the whole idea of direct mail or reaching out to someone, whether it's postcard, yellow letters, or whatever, is to get, number one, to get their attention, when in the hopes of them responding because they actually read your message and they need to sell a house. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so we're right here in the Dealulator tool, but let's go here over to Zillow. For the sake of me doing this video, and this is an option that I recommend that you can do, and depending on your market will determine how many properties are for rent in a particular market. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with this particular zip in my market for properties that are for rent in this particular zip code, which I've already looked through this. So I know this particular property right here is one that is for rent that I'm going to give you an example on. And a couple of things, because what you're going to need to be able to grab the picture so you can add it to your actual postcard. So this would be one place that you can grab it from. Another place would be just to go do a Google search on this address. So what I did is highlighted it, and I'm in Google Chrome, and highlighted and right clicked, and I hit search. And so boom, it pulls it up in Google, which it doesn't always pull up a picture of a property, but in a lot of cases it does. And remember, if you're driving for dollars and you know this is a property that you want to target, then you need to take a picture of it with your smartphone, email it to yourself, and then you'll be able to use it once we get farther along in this tutorial. So I'm going to right click on this, and boom, so there's a picture of it there. So I could use this particular picture, go back, and what I would do, I'm just going to show you how I would actually use it, how I would do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the print screen option on my laptop, and then I'll go over here and select paint. Now, again, this is a little technical with some people. They're not that advanced on it. Anything you need to know or you don't know about anything with dealing with a PC or a laptop, moving around, copy, paste, being able to crop something, it's all there available to you on YouTube. Just search for what your question is. Just simply put your question in YouTube, and there will be tons of videos that will give you instructions. So you'll put in, how do I save a picture from Google Maps? How do I use paint to crop a picture? So on, just so whatever you don't know, you just ask the question in YouTube and you'll see tons of videos with examples. All right, so what I did, again, I printed the screen. Okay, I had to add this additional edit to this video because I did know that my the application that I was using before wasn't capturing whenever I was moving from my browser to the Paint application on my PC or laptop. So I'm using the Paint tool to do this. So what I did is I highlighted the actual address, right-clicked. I'm using Google Chrome as a browser, right-clicked, and open up that window. So then I right-click on this picture, just open up the picture. And so now what I'll do is I'll print my screen, which is basically copying what it sees here, and then I'll go over to the Paint tool, and then I'll hit, I'll just paste it here. So you don't know how to copy and paste. All you have to do is just go here and, I'm sorry, you go here to paste, and it'll paste it in there for you, but I just did Control V. All right, and so now I want to crop this. So what I'll do is I selected the crop tool up here to the top left, and so it has those crosshairs. So boom, go in here. I don't want to include the Google symbol, and boom, hit crop again. So now it's cropped. So then I'll save it to whatever I want it to be saved to. So so there you go. So that's how you go in there and you just know how to save, but you want to save it to somewhere you can find it, if it's your desktop or My Documents or whatever. Okay. So I just wanted to add that particular part of the video because it was missed whenever I recorded the original version. I located some vacant properties, and or if I'm just searching through properties that are for rent in particular zip codes or areas in my market, and then I just want to send out hoping I find a tired landlord. Okay, so now we get over here to prop stream. Okay, so hit clear all. And the first address I have it in my Google Notes here. I'm sorry, my notepad. So I'll copy that address and I'll paste it here. And again, guys, just before we dive into this, the Dealulator, aka prop stream, the free trial is still available. And then after that, the monthly subscription, if you're interested in picking this up, valuable too. As you see, I'm doing more and more videos to show you what the value is of this. It's almost like you just have to have it to be able to do business efficiently. Okay, now I'm not saying it's going to do deals for you. It's just a tool. I'm a tool. My information is on the tool. You still have to do the work. I'm just showing you an option to make this thing easier on a day-to-day basis to do deals, or give you more options. Now, I know some people can't afford it, but I think it's almost a necessity to have this much information at your fingertips. Okay, so I put in the address. So what I'll do here, it already has a picture there, which is good. I'll go to the details area. Now, as you see here, the mailing address is different than the target address, which is expected. All right, now it says MLS details, which may be an agent that has this out for a rental, but that's fine. For the sake of this video, we're just, I'm showing you how to set this up to target someone. Okay, but this could have been a vacant property, and if the mailing address right here is different, then that's a good thing. So you obviously going to try to find a phone number, which there's an option here in the Dealulator, aka prop stream tool, to do that also. But this is not what this video is about. It's about how to use the postcard feature to do so. All right. So now what I can do is I can click on this picture. Even if the picture wasn't there, there's always going to be an image there. And this window here will open. And it already has pictures in it because it's listed with MLS. But if it didn't, you hit the street view, and not always, it's going to depend on where the property is located. You're going to have an option for a picture here also. Now, this is an option where you can, again, use the print screen, because you may have not have found it in Zillow, you may not have found it in Google, but it may be here. Normally, if it's in Google, it's going to be here, normally. Okay, so now I have the property here, and I want to actually save this property in a group. Okay, and I want to create a group. So what I'll do, it says add to group. So I want to create new for the sake of this video. So I'm going to call this postcard toot. All right, and so I'll save. So boom, so that property is saved there. So my other property, let me just go here to my notepad again. And you guys, don't let this overcomplicate you, because you can go back and watch this again. It's no big deal. So I'll go up here and I'll hit clear all, and I'll copy and paste the address in, and hit it here. So boom. All right, and then I'll save this one. So I showed you everything on the other video. I didn't want to go through that again. I mean, on the other property. I don't want to go through that again. So I'll hit add to group. So I choose my group. Let me find it. Postcard toot. Then save. So I have the two properties there. All right, so now I have the properties that I want to target with postcards. So I'm going to go over here to campaigns. I hit new campaign, and I'm going to name it PC1. And then I'm going to select the group I want. Where is it? Where is it? There it is, postcard toot. All right, and then I'll hit save. And what I want to do is I want to add an activity. So I want to hit postcard. You go ahead and name the postcard. So I'm going to name it from that zip 35214 rentals. And I'm going to go with the, you have two options here on the postcard. This is the one that's for 64 cents per mail, 4.25 by 6, and the other is 5.5 by 8.5. All right, so I have to start with a new blank postcard. That's what I want. And if you want this as a template, you hit done. I mean, select that, which I will. Okay, so you're over here in the postcard creator in the Dealulator, aka prop string tool. Now it has an option here to create the postcards here using their tools, but I'm going to show you a more user-friendly way of doing this. All right, and we're going to use the advanced edit option on both of these. This is the front side and this is the back side. Okay, what I'm going to suggest to you to give you more of a user-friendly option is to use this service called Snapper. All right, now before you want to do that, you may want to figure out what the pixels are for the postcard size that you're using. So I'm using this website. It's called Unit Converters. I just simply did a Google search, convert inches into pixels. Okay, so we know the postcard, as far as the horizontal side of it, is 6 inches. So that would total 576 pixels. And the vertical is 4.5. So that's 432. Okay, so so we get back over here to Snapper, and now this is a very handy tool. It does cost, but I'm going to show you how to get around the cost of it by using just a simple step that we've already used. So this won't cost you anything as of me doing this video. So it may be months or years down the road, they may figure it out, just use another option. But right now, this simplifies things for me because it's so user-friendly to use or whatever. And there's going to be videos out there on YouTube that you can go in and dive, but I'm going to show you some of the things you just need to get done what we're trying to do. All right, so they have a lot of different templates in here that you can use, but I'm just going to use something simple that I actually used here recently on one of my thumbnails for my YouTube video. And I just like this layout. one thing about me, if you noticed, I'm not going to probably invent anything, but I'll take something that I think is a great idea and implement it myself and put my own twist on it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, a lot of this stuff is that you can move around. So I'm going to get rid of this popcorn. That might get their attention, but not the attention that we're looking for. But I like this simple layout here. And what I'm going to do is, I already added my pictures here. You go to uploads, and if you want to add a picture or whatever, you just select upload and select your picture, and boom, you can add it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select this house here. All right. And so what I'm going to do, once you have it selected, you can stretch it. Okay. And you can stretch it even more. Okay. So, but I'm going to push it up a little bit, not too far. Then some of the options here that you can use with Snapper is that you want to push something forward or backwards, you can delete, you can duplicate, you can go back. Okay, and so what I'm going to do, I'm going to send this back. So I'm going to push everything forward on this, right? Okay, so now I have this area down here that I can use for text, but they can actually see a picture of their actual property here. So, all right, so I'm going to move this down. All right, I'm going to move this down. Okay, all right, so I don't think I'll need this, but I'm going to put it to the side here. Let me change, you can change colors of your text and stuff over here so I can remember it's there. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this over here also. All right, and then I'm just gonna start with this. So the first thing I want to do is I want to convey my message to them that I'm interested in buying their actual house. So to simply keep it simple, is I'm gonna highlight all of that. I double clicked it. So I'm going to do all caps. I want to say, sell us your house as is. You may come up with a better phrase, but for the sake of this video, that's what I want to go with. Now, if I want to change the size of this text, I just highlight it, and then I can go here, see how it shrinks. I can go here, you can type it in also, but you can just use the arrows to increase it. So then it got a little bit too big for that particular image. So then I want to change the color of this also. You know I love red because it gets people's attention. So I'm gonna go with that right there. So that's fire red. All right, and then I want to change this to white. I think that white will pop more so than that red. I mean that black on that red. So boom. And then I want to go here. So what other color? I guess yellow will probably pop on that white, I mean on that red also. So let me see, yellow. So the color picker. So what I want to do is I want to say no waiting. Let me grab it here. Anytime you may grab too much. So boom. So there it is. Boom. All right. I want that to be a little smaller because I need a little bit more room. So no waiting. No waiting. And then I want to duplicate that because I have the right size that I want. I think I may have to go back and change it. And we'll say no fees. And we duplicate again. No hassle. All right. So let me try to line these babies up, and it helps you a little bit here. So they could actually be larger, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna roll with this. All right, so sell us your house as is, which you can shrink it a little bit because sometimes you may need a little more room. No waiting, no fees, no hassle. All right, okay, so I think this needs to go a little more. And this needs to go a little more. Okay. All right. So I still have this text here. And what am I going to do with it? Okay. So what I may want to do with this is I may want to add my contact number on here twice, but this text is not big enough for what I want. So what I can do is I can increase the size. I don't like that font. I want something a little thicker. We can try this, okay? And so what do I want to say? I want to say call or text us today. And then put that there, and then I want to duplicate it. All right. And 205 555 1212. You ever seen that on a movie or TV show? I guess that's the standard movie number that can't be used or whatever. I want that white. We'll leave that white. We'll leave all of that white since it just offsets. So we want to increase the size that we have room for it. So boom. So we'll increase the size of this. What is this? This is 62. So if I type just 62 here and hit enter, so boom, there it is. So boom, there it is. So boom, there it is. So, okay, so we have this simple postcard created. So there's a picture of their house. Sell us your house as is, no waiting, no fees, no hassle. So how do I get this where I can get a file of this? So I'm hitting print screen. Okay, really quick, I had to do the same thing whenever I got to using Snappa and how I actually was able to save this file without actually paying for the service, but using their really, really user-friendly website to create this postcard. Okay, so I'll do the same thing. I'll print the screen and then I'll go over here to my paint application, and as I said, you can go up here and do paste if you want, or just Control V. All right, and then I hit the crop tool, then I'll select it here. So boom. So I'll crop it. So now I need to resize it. So I'll hit pixel and I'll uncheck maintain aspect ratio. I think it was 576 to 432. Hit OK. And then we'll save it. So then you name it whatever you're going to name it. And then it's available to go add to Dealulator, aka PropStream, to create your postcard, which you'll see in just a sec. All right, so I'll go back over here to Dealulator, aka PropStream, hit Advanced Editor, hit Background, so boom, there you are. There's your postcard. Voila, that's the front side of your actual postcard. Do you think that will get a seller's attention? This is their house, and you had the nerve to put a picture of it and to send it to them. All right. Now, so I'll hit done. That's the only thing I have to do. Hit done. All right. And so I would want to create the backside. Same thing. Now, whenever you're creating the backside, just remember that most of this area to the left of this name is the only thing you can use. This area here going to probably be where your name goes. Then you obviously have to post it, so you have to play with it or whatever. I don't want to get in there because it takes a little bit. You have to just dive into it. And I just wanted to show you how to do it or whatever. Or you can just leave it blank like this. I wouldn't suggest that because you're leaving real estate on the table that can be advertised on it with your message more. And it can be much of the same that you have here. Is just that understand that this area in here is already blocked out for the postage and the mail to send to and the mail from address or the return address. All right, so you hit done. So whenever you hit done, if you want to go ahead and print and go, as I said, for the smaller postcard, which is the 4.25 by 6, 64 cents, and the other side, the larger size, is 74 cents. And so you hit print, and I'm not going to publish because it'll charge me for it. I didn't want to target these properties, but I want to show you how to do this. So now you have a very inexpensive way that you can do hands-on. Again, if you're going to do more than 100, I strongly suggest that you use the mail to flip option that I've been preaching for the last few months or whatever, because they'll handle everything for you. Only thing you have to do is just purchase the list that you want to send or create the list you want to send, upload, pay for it, and they take care of everything else. But if you want to do something similar, here's a perfect example on how you can do that. Sending out a picture of that person's property, that is so powerful. The hardest thing to do when you're dealing with direct mail is get people to read your message. So if you're bold enough to send out a picture of someone's house, you've gotten their attention. And so you just let the numbers take over from there. So again, this is a cool option. Another way you can use Dealulator, aka PropStream, to help you find deals and to make money. It's not going to do deals for you. It is a tool. You have to do the work, but it makes it easier to get closer to a check. So again, hopefully this video helps. It's a little technical, but again, guys, dive in, want to learn more. The information is out there for you to do so, especially when it comes to something dealing with computers. You're just a YouTube search away. If you don't know how to copy and paste or how to crop a picture or how to use the paint tool and on a laptop or PC, if you're using a Mac, normally if you're using a Mac, you're a little bit more savvier anyway, just how it goes. But so everything you need to know is you have a question about something, just simply go to YouTube and ask a question. But guys, take advantage of this particular option. I bypassed the way it's done in the actual system, and so you're an easier way because it's more user friendly to do it through Snapper versus the tool that they have here. Hopefully it'll improve, but I'm just giving you another option here on how to simply create a postcard and use the power of picture. Use technology, man. It's light years away from when I started to now on how you can use it to help you do deals. It's not going to do deals for you, but to help you do deals. Okay, and so again, thanks. I hope this video helps. Get over there to Dealulator, aka PropStream. Sign up, test it out in the free trial, and I'll see you on the flip side.